Hello, it's Jakob from Flamingo Fixed. I think it has been exactly a week since I made the last video, and ever since it has been raining and storming. The last training week was not very exciting. I think the only times I've been outside with the bike was when I was working, and I wasn't really in the mood for indoor cycling, indoor training. I used the time to make this new frame bag here for the giant GCR from some leftovers. It's not perfect. I think always when I have these pink bags, they're basically made from whatever I have at home. I still have plenty of that pink Cordura, and now every time I want to try something I just use this material. Today is the 26th of December and it's the first day where it's not raining for a week. I don't know if I'm able to ride on every street that I want to take today, because there have been some floods on the rivers. It still is kind of stormy. At the moment it's okay. There's a pretty strong wind coming from the west, but I'm going northwest, so it should be mainly coming from the side. There will be some stretches where it's directly from the front, but also some stretches where I have a pretty nice tailwind. Sunlight, I haven't seen this in days. Yeah, I'm trying to go to Potsdam. One of my sisters just moved there. That's a bit closer than Berlin, 30 kilometers closer I think, which means I can take some detours and discover some new roads. Okay, right now I'm in this small stretch with sunshine and it's really nice, but look where I'm going. Not there where the blue sky is, but there, but there. You can probably already see here on the fields there's a lot of water. In about 50 kilometers I will reach the Elbe. My original plan was to take a ferry today, but I already checked out the ferries are not running, so I'm going over some highway bridge that seems to have a cycle path. I don't know, I've never taken this. Let's see if this is true and rideable. Okay, the battery of my rear derailleur is empty. People claim these things last 1,000 kilometers. I wanted to try and see how long it lasts, so I didn't charge it. And for me, this battery lasted exactly 210 kilometers. This is really, really bad, like unusable like this. And you've seen the terrain I'm riding in the last video, like it was completely flat. I wasn't shifting very often. I switched the battery from the front derailleur to the rear. I really shifted the front derailleur maybe a handful of times, or maybe maximum 10 times. So that should be full, I hope. Otherwise, that's stupidly low. 200 kilometers for one battery charge. And it's not super cold. It's maybe 6 to 8 degrees. It feels a lot colder because of the wind chill, but that should affect the batteries. The weather is so weird, like too cold and too warm at the same time. I'm always opening zippers, closing zippers. When the sun comes out every now and then, it's really nice. I just avoid shifting now and basically go single gear, single speed, as good as possible, because I don't trust these batteries anymore. Which is kind of stupid, having a 2x12 speed bike and riding it like a 1x5 or something. There is water everywhere. So far not on the streets, that's good. And I have about 100 or 110 kilometers to go. Let's see. Okay, according to Wander, I've never been here. That's why I took this route, trying to find routes that I've never taken. But parts of this route I have actually ridden before Strava times. When I was here maybe 15 years ago, I didn't have any kind of navigation or cycling computer or anything. I was trying to stay on official cycling paths. Even went to a bike shop to get a map of the region once when I was lost. I was trying to go from Halle to Berlin on my track bike with like normal shoes, hooks and straps. It was in spring and it was raining all day, and I didn't know that this bridge here exists, so I took a really big detour. Eventually ended up somewhere in Wittenberg. It was getting really dark and I had lights, but not like today's lights. The lights are probably the thing that improved the most within the last decade. So to end my story, I had to end my ride in Wittenberg there and took the train, but it was also kind of cool to not have navigation, to not have a map. Now I should have about 50 kilometers left, maybe half an hour until sunset. The wind is really annoying, even though it's mainly coming from the side. I just had a stretch where I had a tailwind and it was so fast. Like there I really recognized how windy it actually is. Yeah, I think there will be a couple more of these stretches. Now I'm going more direction northeast. I will have more of a tailwind now and should arrive in maximum 2 hours, maybe 1.5 hours. I don't exactly know how far it still is. Maybe 1 or 1.5 hours of riding in the dark. Let's see. Maybe 15 to 20 kilometers to go. The streetlights just turned on, now it's really kind of dark. There was some miscommunication. My sister is not even at home, so yeah, now I'm going back to Leipzig, I guess. Maybe mainly with the train. I will check when the last train is going and then maybe ride another 30 or 40 kilometers. I am on some kind of Eurovelo cycle path. That's a network of European long-distance cycle paths, basically, usually very touristy. And this seems to be an okay condition, pretty nice. I jinxed it. Okay, yeah, I was too fast with judging this cycle path. The first 5 kilometers or so were nice, and now it's shitty again. And that's exactly the problem with these cycle paths, like, they are so fucking unreliable. I don't know if you can see this, but I somehow need to cross this, and I have no idea how deep this is. Okay, this is probably like cobbles. Made it. Yeah, the train is going in 50 minutes. Probably see if there is another train station like 10 kilometers that direction that I could reach, and if so, then go there. If not, I will just take out all my extra clothes, put them on, and wait here. Okay, there actually is another train station that I can reach. It should be about 9 kilometers if I wouldn't have went on the detour to the station and lost 10 minutes. I could have probably even rode 2 stations farther, but the second one is 20 kilometers from here, depending on the conditions of the road. That's definitely too risky to do that. Let's say the train takes 10 minutes to get there. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I will definitely go for the next one and maybe even for the second. Let's see how good this cycle path is, and hurry up. Okay, that should really be it. The last station I approached today. I have still 10 minutes until the train arrives, so it was kind of an adrenaline rush, because the paths through the forest, there were a lot of branches and tipped over trees, and then now it just started raining and the wind started picking up again, but now I made it and I will take the next train, get my ticket now, and then see you when I'm at home. Okay, I'm back home now. In the end I did about 230 kilometers in 8 hours 40 minutes. I was getting pretty slow on this forest paths that were in maybe okayish condition, but with a lot of branches, leaves, fallen trees from the storms the days before. I was looking for the map that I was talking about when I was crossing the highway bridge. It's this kind of map book, and I looked for it. This highway bridge, the cycle path over there, that should be here, it's really not on the map. So no wonder I did that big detour, but I had to check if I was too stupid to find it back then or if it was really not in here. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next one. Bye!